Okay, we're with Ms. Kim Anderson, the Director of the Center for Perpetual Training and Protocol. And Ms. Anderson, I just want to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
The first question is, what are some of the reasons the university decided to create their center?
My understanding, since I wasn't here when the inception happened, the president, Dr. Harris, decided that since we were involved in higher education and educating the students who come to us, one of the things that we weren't doing is educating the staff and faculty of the university. So his goal was to make sure that the staff and the faculty had professional development opportunities to keep them current, to recognize best practices, to understand the importance of customer service in higher education. And another piece, the protocol piece, was to make sure that people understood what steps were necessary in the tons of different processes that we have at the university, what steps they needed to go through and to make those consistent. So that was the other piece of the Center for Perpetual Training and Protocol that he felt was crucial.
Okay. One of the main goals of the center is to determine the cause of performance gaps within the university.
Mm-hmm.
One area that you focus on has been training employees for exceptional customer service, as you stated. Why is this area, why is this such a great need for training in this area?
Well, because of the lack of focus in the past, I believe. It's really talking about customer service in higher education, depending on who your audience is. You can get some pushback regarding that whole business model concept. So in order to educate people around the customer service experience for students, it's important for us to make sure that the faculty and staff of the university understand who our both internal and external customers are, what they need from us, what behaviors we need to exhibit to support those needs, what systems we need in place in order to support those needs, and then what do we need to stop, start, and continue. So the customer service focus on training goes actually one step, many steps beyond just the classroom. So developing a customer service culture within each department is also a focus for us, and helping each department to understand the different needs of the different types of customers that they serve. So it's just a critical piece for us to stay in business, to make sure that our image is a positive one in the community, which will help us, of course, with recruitment, which will help us with retention, which will help us with our alum who would leave us wanting to support us, as well as the support of the community. So it's just a critical piece that I'm very excited that he recognized, the president and the administration recognized the importance of that. It's a pretty progressive approach actually in higher education.
The center currently offers courses on performance development training, supervisory and leadership training, executive leadership training, and computer training courses.
Mm-hmm.
Based on the needs assessments that have been conducted, can you tell me other areas that the center plans to address in the future?
Well, one of them is the culture creation for the departments, and as I mentioned before, and that is going to be the critical piece between whether or not people truly transform the culture of their department in order to support the students. So, and any additional, as individuals come to us or deans come to us or department heads come to us and say we need this type of training, or we've seen this type of training, we now have them coming to us and saying these are some additional needs. So we meet those on an as needed basis. But our real focus is to really turn the culture around from a training as a negative, or you're only sent to training when you've done something bad, or it's really not a critical piece of the development of individuals at the university to it's a positive. It is important to develop our employees, and having everybody see it as a benefit and not a detriment. So that's really we've got to change that culture to begin with.
Right. Well, thank you so much for your assistance and participation in this project.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.